thanks again. This is a really great opportunity to present in front of all these great people, and I really appreciate the chance to do it. This is a great program. And we're Parafin. We're a generative design company that helps developers understand the feasibility and viability of their development projects. I'm Adam Hengels, and in my background in real estate development, I worked on some of the largest projects in the world for four-city Ratner companies. But really, I wanted to show this slide so you could see what I look like with a haircut. Now, my co-founder, Brian's most known for co-founding the computational design studio at HKS Architects. The team that he put together at HKS built software that was used to design the Vikings and Rams stadium. And when Brian and I started working together, we realized some of the solutions that Brian and his team had put together, for one-off projects, very complicated projects, we could use similar approaches for an off-the-shelf solution that suits the needs of real estate developers. And so that starts out in the site acquisition process. I wanted to introduce you to Olivia. Olivia is the Chief Development Officer at a major hotel development company. Her team looks at 100 opportunities a year just to acquire 5. Well, that's pretty common for real estate developers to have a 20-to-1 ratio of opportunities looked at versus acquired. But for each of those opportunities, she needs to pull her team off of existing projects and spend a lot of time going back and forth with architects, contractors, engineers, et cetera, whether or not that project gets executed or not. So with Parafin, we replicate that process on very high-powered cloud computers. So in a matter of seconds, actually, we're generating millions upon millions of possible design configurations for that site. Each of those are tied to a budget and investment model so that a real estate can quickly evaluate what can be built on that site and does it make money. I'll quickly jump into a demo. So real estate developers know that we don't want to spend a lot of time We don't want to spend a lot of time. We don't want to spend a lot of time, figuring out the complex inner workings of the design for a project. So we made it so it's 5 easy steps. As I was talking, I already went through 2 of those steps. This third step is we chose the site location, and we can choose multiple parcels or just one parcel. And then we'll identify the street frontage, any setbacks there may be on it. Sorry, it's a little slow while I'm zooming. And we can have the setbacks that might be required by zoning. And then, because this is the first version is for hotels, you can choose the hotel brands that are preloaded into the software, and Parafin's ready to run. Now, it takes about 15, 20 seconds for Parafin to generate the thousands of design configurations we'll need. But in the meantime, we can adjust our budget and revenue assumptions as we go. We've got ADR, occupancy for the revenue, as well as the investment assumptions. We may want to filter down some of the results for zoning requirements and other things. But as you see, we already have the results ready. So let's take a look. On the left, we have the thousands of designs that have been generated, each ranked according to, in this case, yield, but we can also look at different metrics. And in the middle, we have an executive summary where we can see the program, development budget, as well as investment performance. And on the right is the design. As you can see, these are pretty detailed designs. We have an aerial view, perspective view, and full floor plans. Now, the most common remark we get in the events like this is how detailed our designs are. And the big reason for that is that the designs that you're seeing there are actually exist in Revit. So we're using a BIM platform to generate these designs. And that means that a real estate developer can provide these Revit files to their architects to speed up the process. So for this initial version for hotels, we're partnering with the major hotel brands to load their brand specific designs into the software. And then we work with developers who are going to use it. And as we move forward, we're currently working on a multifamily version and in conversations with major companies in other industries about launching. We're also integrating things that'll make your life easier, construction cost data, market data, and digitized zoning where it's available. And so you've already met Brian and me. We have a technology team and experienced business, real estate development business people. And you may know of some of the people on our advisory board. Errol Wolford is one of the angel investors in Revit. Steve Haggerty was a senior executive at Hyatt, and you all might know Steve Weichel from MIT. Also have architects and technologists on the team. I want to take this chance to announce a special opportunity. We are opening up a invite-only program for experienced hotel developers where you'll have a chance to use Parafin for several months without charge. And all that we'll ask for you is to work with us and our hotel brand partner on helping them and us understand the value that it brings to us and the hotel brands. Thank you very much. Feel free to reach out to me or Brian directly through the Slack channel, or go ahead and email us. And we're also on LinkedIn and Twitter and the major social networks. Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with all of you, and I look forward to connecting.